Hi there.
Yes.
Hello.
This is our FaceTime contest. Who the fuck is Chuck winner? Yes, this is
Hello.
Jake.
He's a little shy, but he'll get used to it.
He'll get over it. At least, just think about it this way. Nobody's watching you live right now. We're just got our fucking phone in your face. That's all.
That's it.
So,
I'm good. I'm good.
ask away, Jake Areno.
Alright. Well, what did Maya know exactly? Like, what did she know when it said Maya knew? And why didn't Hannah tell the girls, well, hey, she said Maya knew something. Why didn't she say that to all the girls? Like,
What we think, okay. The whole what Maya knew thing has been a question on our minds for how many seasons? 3 seasons. I believe it's going to have something to do with either the fact that Allison was alive or Chuckarino himself.
Yeah, that she knew who Chuck was.
Now, as far as people asking questions...
That cat scared the shit out of me, I'm sorry.
As far as people asking questions, that is a goddamn good question. Like, okay, why did Hannah not tell the girls that Maya knew something? Okay, why did fucking, why did no one ask Ezra anything after they found out that he wrote a book? Why did nobody ask Toby what he knew? Like, why? These girls don't communicate with each other. I don't understand. There's a lot of shit that...
How about somebody asking Allison questions? You girls remember more about that night than you think, blah, blah, blah. Okay. What do we remember?
Yeah.
The fuck do we remember?
There's a lot of unanswered questions.
Because if you're telling us that we remember something and we don't remember it, then maybe you should clue us in.
Yes. So, I don't know why Hannah wouldn't say something. I don't know why a lot of the girls don't say what they feel or why they're not asking questions to the right people, because you can't tell me that Ezra's been writing a book since Allison disappeared
And yet has no information.
He has boxes and boxes of stuff,
and yet he doesn't divulge anything. No. He has not given one, nor have they asked him.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Arya tears apart his apartment. They have friggin' like...
the bitch got balls all of a sudden. I don't know where she got them, but she got them.
Right, but yet...
Tell them, Jake!
That's it. That's it.
So, yeah, we would agree with you on that one. We don't understand why people are not asking fucking questions. We don't know. That pisses us off also.
Yes, it does.
That's a question we have for you, Mr. Brian Holdman.
Yes, Brian.
Mr. Norman Buckley. Miss Marlene King. What the fuck is going on? Next question, please.
Alright. Whose body was on the Halloween train in the ghost train? Like, whose body was that really? Like, they never said that, never questioned it, nothing. Like, whose body was that?
Well, was it Bethany Young's? Could it have been just another body, fucking like how...
That we're going to find out 10 seasons from now who it was.
That there was the Toby in the woods, but it wasn't really Toby. I don't know. I have not a clue, and I don't even... I can't
Maybe it was Maya's body.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Maybe that was their way of letting us know that she's actually, in fact, dead without letting us know. Although I don't believe it.
I don't think so. I think that bitch is still alive.
I hope so.
That would be awesome.
Yes, the hell it would.
Although, I don't know. Unless she's miraculously alive in the finale, I don't see her being alive. Because after a 5-year time jump...
Yeah, I know.
I don't see it being like, oh, I'm going to come back 10 years later.
Hi, I'm here! Like, no.
But as far as the body on the train... I don't know. And I don't even have, like, a guess to that. Like, but I also feel like that was around the time where they still thought it was Allison.
Yes, they did.
So...
Because Jason looked at it like...
Yeah, like, they still thought it was Allison, and Allison's body was missing, and could it have been... Could that have been around the time where they knew that... Where Chuckarino found out that it wasn't Allison in the grave? So, I don't know. Next question.
still A in season 3 when she came back from Riley? Like, what was she like A's Minion like?
I think we're meant to believe that Mona, like what I've gotten from the Marlene King tweets is that Mona was still A, but
Someone stole the game.
someone stole the game.
Someone
from
she
her.
partook in partook in speaking,
Partook.
whatever. Someone she spoke with in Radley.
I feel like in season 3, I believe that there were 2 A's working. And then when we come to the end of season 3 where Mona tells all or whatever, the premiere of season 4, right? That was the premiere where she sat around and told the girls.
The pig in the trunk, yes.
The whole pig in the trunk. I think that that's when she realized that the game was no longer hers. So I feel like there was definitely Charles and Mona in season 3. So like you have some of Mona being A, some of Charles being A. That's why I like when they tell us to go back to season 3, I'm like, well, what do we look like? You know what I mean? What could we believe? Like if Mona was still actively A in season 3, what was Mona? What was Charles? But we believe that there was 2 A's in season 3, Mona being one of them, Charles being the other, and then Charles just completely stole the game from Mona in season 3, and then in season 4, Mona realized like, okay, somebody stole the game from me and now it's no longer mine. What do you think, Jake?
Well, I think she was A, but like, just like a minion or something like that. I really don't know. This show was like so confusing. I'm like, oh my god.
The show is very confusing, but we are supposed to not be confused as of Tuesday. So let's see how well that pans out. Next question.
We're going into this with minimal expectations.
Who hit Bethany? Like who really hit her? Like Melissa buried her, but who hit her in the rock? Like,
I think it's a little weird because we talked about it. Allison was supposed to be buried alive, which she was. We found out that she was buried alive. She held her breath. I don't fucking know how she did it, but Grunwald came and pulled her out of the fucking ground.
Grunwald saved the day.
So, but then later, in like season 1 or 2 or whatever it was, they did say that they found dirt in her lungs, correct? That they were believed that she was supposed to be alive when she was buried. They did say that, correct?
I believe they did. I don't know what season
I don't
that
remember
was.
what season it was, but at one point the cops were saying that she died from suffocation. She was buried alive. So are we meant to believe that...
You have a message on your phone that's blocking his face.
It's a low battery. So are we meant to believe that, okay, first Allison got hit over the head and then buried alive. Someone fucking dug her up, or Grunwald pulled her out of the ground. Then Bethany gets hit over the head and buried alive and suffocates, whatever. And that's the longest fucking night in the whole entire history of the world. Because you're able to fucking literally hit 2 bitches over the head, bury both of them alive, one of them gets out, and then the other one gets put in her place. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that both of them had the same thing happen to them. They both were buried alive, because we know that Bethany was obviously buried alive when the cops said that that's how she died. She was buried, whatever, she was hit over the head, whatever. So the both of them fucking had the same thing happen to them. So unless Bethany was killed somewhere else or drugged somewhere else or hit over the head somewhere else and brought to that place to replace Allison's body, then it doesn't make sense. Like, she couldn't have got hit in the backyard. Like, how do you understand what I'm saying?
I do understand what
Like,
you're
it's just
saying.
the most confusing
I
thing
just
ever.
don't
And
have
I
the
don't-
answers to it.
I don't understand
Because it still
how.
boggles my mind as to why all these people were also wearing the same yellow top.
Yeah, Cece,
Like,
Allison, Bethany, fucking, they all have
Check.
the fucking yellow top.
They're all
on.
wearing the yellow top. I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense.
But we're supposed to find this out on Tuesday.
Yes, we're supposed to find this out on Tuesday. Again, who hit Bethany? Which, is it who killed Bethany?
Who killed Bethany? Who hit Allie with the rock? Who is Redcoat? Who is Black Widow?
Unless we're meant to believe.
And the story of Chuckarooski.
Here's what I think is going to happen. We had Melissa said we're meant to believe that Melissa actually buried Bethany, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But can we just say that she specified, I never saw the face?
She did
so
say that.
Maybe it was Allison that she actually buried. I don't know how that would be plausible, because technically Mrs. De Laurentiis is supposed to be the one who buried Allison along with whoever hit her. But I always found Allison's story about that night a little suspicious, like as if she was making it up. I mean, obviously there is somebody that hit her over the head, and it's Charles or whoever the fuck it was. I don't know. But I don't know if Mrs. D was completely involved like they're saying. I don't know. I just feel like her story was a little fabricated. I could be wrong. Because I still feel like there's stuff that Allison's hiding. She knows a lot more than we know. So, I don't know. Next question.
When Emily Hannah went to the morgue to prove to Spencer that the body wasn't Toby, and they found a body with Allison mask on it and all that, why didn't they tell Spencer that, hey, we found a body, it wasn't Toby, it was some guy with a mask on it? Why didn't they say that to Spencer when they visited her in Radley? Like, what's up with that?
Didn't they?
I could have sworn.
I thought that they did. Because I just watched that episode not too long ago. I could have sworn that the girl said, like, no, Spencer, it wasn't Toby's body. And she was like, no, I know it was Toby or whatever. And, I mean, I know that the girls... But Spencer wanted to stay in Radley. So I don't really think it even would have made a difference. Because Spencer had things to find out about Radley. She wanted to be there. So even if the girl sat there and said, no, it wasn't, there was somebody with the mask on, whatever, I feel like at that point she had already been visited from Mona, correct? I believe so. And Mona had given her the option to join the team. So maybe at that point she even already knew that Toby was still alive, or Mona told her that Toby was still alive. So I don't really even think that it would have even made a difference had they had told her. Even if, I don't know. Again, just more people not telling people what they should be telling them. I don't know. Next question. I think we have time for like one or two more.
Who kidnapped Mona in 512?
Oh my God.
Who really was that?
I was not looking forward to this as a question, Jake, and I knew you would do this to us. We have no fucking clue. We have no clue if that what we saw was just her faking her death, because obviously she had this big elaborate plan, but then explain later, like, what happened between when she faked her death and when she actually went with Charles. I'm telling you, I really feel like Mona is still involved. I really do. I really think that Mona's still involved. I don't know why they would have to put her in the trunk and stuff like that had it, you know what I mean? But I just feel like Mona's still involved. I feel like she has something to do with what's going on, and I don't like it. Because I really like Mona, and I
love Mona, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah, Mona's just not the most trustworthy person to me right now. She's either going to, A, turn out to be the one trying to help Allison, or B, she's going to be bad again. There's going to be no in between.
One last question, Jake.
Who grabbed Maya outside Noah Khan's cabin? Like, who really was that who grabbed her?
If our theory stands correct that she's still alive, we think it's going to be Charles. That's, again, if our theory of her being alive is actually correct. We think it's going to be Charles. Who do you think?
Probably Chuck.
Yeah.
Or maybe like Nate or something like that. I really don't know.
But really quick, Jake, stay on the phone. Really quick, guys, we have a contest. Send us your funniest Charles meme, and make sure you put your name on it. And also send us a screenshot that you're a subscriber. Send it to Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and we will pick another FaceTime winner out of that. Funniest Charles meme gets it. It's got to be original.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.